John Hinckley Jr. had staked his future on the delusional notion that if he were successful with his assassination of President Ronald Reagan, he would impress actress Jodie Foster. Hinckley had developed an unhealthy obsession towards her. He had stalked her relentlessly, wrote her numerous letters and notes, and even telephoned her twice. She absolutely was not interested in him. Hinckley reasoned irrationally that if he became a national figure, her indifference towards him would vanish. Barely 2 months into his presidential term in 1981, Reagan was scheduled to address a luncheon of AFL-CIO representatives on March 30th at the Washington Hilton Hotel. The venue is considered one of the safest local properties during the 1970s, limiting presidential exposure to a small enclosed passageway called the President's Walk. At 12:15 p.m. on Sunday, March 29th, Hinckley had arrived into Washington, D.C. from Hollywood via Greyhound bus service. He'd paid $117 in cash for the ticket. He had been roaming aimlessly around the country for months, riding buses and staying at cheap motels. He checked into the inexpensive former Park Central Hotel near the White House. He was unaware then Reagan was even in town. Several tourists he spoke with and 2 Washington, D.C. newspapers that stated Reagan's scheduled activities confirmed that certainty. On midday, March 30th, he checked out of his hotel after having an 8 a.m. breakfast. He lunched at 1 p.m. and 50 minutes later was standing in a crowd of 285 people at the Hilton behind a rope barrier. Reagan concluded his speech at 2:25 p.m. and exited the hotel without a bulletproof vest. He walked towards his limousine parked 50 feet away and passed in front of an armed Hinckley. As he approached the right fender, Hinckley fired 6 rapid shots, calculating it was his best opportunity. He would not be able to fire a second time. His shots would wound each of the Secret Service men surrounding Reagan and Press Secretary James Brady. Reagan would be struck by his final shot that ricocheted off the vehicle. The bullet grazed a rib and lodged in his lungs, stopping less than 1 inch from his heart. Reagan would be miraculously saved in the operating room, despite exhibiting a brave public face. In October, he returned to his duties in the White House. He would die of pneumonia at 93 in June 2004, after suffering through years of Alzheimer's disease. Hinckley would be declared not guilty by reason of insanity and interned at St. Elizabeth Hospital until his full release in 2016. He is currently a free man.